Hey, welcome back to Beer Geeks Beer Reviews. And this morning, well, late afternoon, should I say, I'm going to be doing another one of my, go-to companies. When I think about an IPA, I tend to go to this company more often than others. But without further ado, today I am going to be doing the Stone 18th Anniversary IPA. And what makes this such a different IPA than others, if you haven't had it yet by now, you've already heard, this is their hoppiest golden brown IPA on earth. Now, I have seen um, people state different things about said IPA, but I just wanted to try it out for myself, even though that I hear good things and I hear, mediocre things about it. I want to make up my own mind. I do like watching other people's reviews because of the fact that it gives me an insight into, what I'm getting myself into. Sometimes I like to go in blind. Sometimes I like to say, it's a big old bomber. Do I really want to spend my money on said bomber? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But without further ado, let me pop the top on this and get it into a glass. Now, people might be sitting there stating that I'm not putting it in the most appropriate glassware for, wow, that's nifty. The appropriate glassware for the beer. Um, I got this beer for $9.99 at 101 Bottles of Beer on the Wall up in Kent, Ohio. Um, Beyond the sticker, Stone's actually got a newer cap going on there. I do like the design on the cap. And for most people, if you haven't noticed, they've actually posted their stuff up on there. Man, it says at Stone Brew Co. Brewing Co. And it gives you Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and G+. I really like that they're doing that. They're getting their mark out there even more. But here's the glass that I'm going to be doing it in because it's a stone glass and it is an IPA. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give it a pour. Now, I can assess already, that color is what they state it was. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can't get some kind of head on it. There you go. I like that. Let's take a look at the beer. I do see a load of carbonation coming from here, here, here. Um, Head is very thin, about a finger's worth. It's really rocky there. The color, it's a golden brown color. It almost reminds me more of an amber, a dark amber. But I'll go along with their assessment on their own beer. They know best. Um, let's go ahead and get a whiff on the aroma real quick. It smells very floral. You can definitely pick up some of the malt characteristic in it. I mean, it does have a decent malt backbone. Let me see if they actually give anything. The composed text, blah, 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 blah. India Pale Ale, dry hopped exclusively with an abundance of Eldorado hops. So these Eldorado hops seem to be what they preferred in this beer. Excuse me. So let's go ahead. Very hoppy. It gives you that nice green grass, green floral smell, but with a little bit of like that, just a hint of like lemony zest, like a citrus aroma. It's very pleasant smelling. I mean, it doesn't smell extremely hoppy. It's not overly abundantly hoppy, even though they stated that they use an abundance of this Eldorado hop. I still get like a brown bread crust undertone to it. It's just a wonderful smelling beer, man. Let's see, man. Pros. Wow, that's actually really, really good. Um, it's really different though at the same time. I mean, as you take in your initial drink, you will notice a little bit of that like brown bread crust that I was talking about. It seems like it's like a um there's a little bit of a biscuity note there. There's a little bit of like that crackery malt flavor there. Um, I still do get a little bit of that hop bitterness, but it's not overwhelming. It's very low, matter of fact. This beer comes in at 8.5% alcohol by volume, and it shows the flavors very well. No alcohol. I don't get no alcohol heat. I don't get that, you know, backlash of like a licorice from the alcohol and the malts. Um, the hops themselves are just very floral. They're, in my opinion, a little bit of a lemony zest there. It gives you that a slight, how do I want to say this, a delicate uh, citrus flavor. I mean, it's not too harsh, it's not too off-putting, especially, I mean, people that are hop heads, they're going to look at this and they're going to be like, that's not really an IPA because we like our IPAs really bitter. But this is very nice. I mean, you could sit back and drink maybe one or two of these. You know, you can finish off a bomber with no problem because it's not overly um, throat cloyingly bitter. It's got that nice soft bitterness there with a little bit of a peppery note to it. There is like a little bit of a spice characteristic that's showing through, especially in the back end, where you get that bitterness, but it's like you get hit with that peppery spice note, then it gets washed over with a little bit of bitterness, but at the same time that peppery note kind of lingers. And then you get like the abundance of brown bread crust, a little bit of maltiness, just a hint of like a caramel note. Um, but then it comes back with that crackery malt characteristic. I really enjoy this. That's one of the things that I look forward to every year when Stone releases an anniversary beer because it seems like they take more time to, you know, throw this out there. And when they release it, they want it to be absolutely perfect. Um, One of the things that I really enjoy about Stone is that they always put it on the bottles from from the release of I would say their enjoy by product is that they want everybody to enjoy the beer as fresh as humanly possible with the allotment of distribution and whatnot. This was actually bottled on 8/21/14. I love it that they put it there. I mean, you could even see the little yellow undertones right there. See that I was just griping about that yesterday, and another company that does it very well is Stone Brewing Company. They do put their bottled on date, or matter of fact, their enjoy by series. It's printed right there. Enjoy before or by the date on the bottle. I've actually had a Stone beer that was actually released on a Friday and here by that next Tuesday. So what, 3, 4 days, and I drank it that day, and it was amazing. Um, I do want to say good job on the 18th anniversary, guys. You know, right here. That's one of the things that I look forward to from you guys is your anniversary beers. But before I close this out, I just want to give heads up. I've been talking about the Stone Enjoy Buy series. Stone is actually going to be doing another series, which may or may not hold for certain people because you know you buy a beer you don't really want to hold on to it. Well, Stone is actually going to be releasing a series called Enjoy After. They're actually doing a IPA with when they bottle this IPA, it's going to be right then and there. It's going to be dosed with another hit of Brett yeast, which will they want you to go ahead and age this beer. The first one I see is Stones Enjoy After 10/31/15. So they will be releasing this very soon because they want to be able to get it out there fresh. But when they hit it with this yeast, they're going to cap it up, and you're supposed to be able to store it away for a year because they don't want you to drink it till after at least 10/31/15, which I think is a very, very good idea to get some people. Uh, I do it myself already, but I get some other people out there. Take this bottle, buy it up, take the bottle, throw it in the back of your refrigerator, and forget about it. I know it's hard to do because, I mean, sometimes, hey, throughout the week you're running low on beer, you don't have beer money, you don't have the time to get out there and get it, but you still got that one in the back of the refrigerator. You can't touch it. It's not meant to be drank before 10/31/15, which I think is a really good idea. I love that innovation. Keep it up, guys. Hey, if Stone Brewing ever sees this review, hey man, two thumbs up. I like the idea. I like your 18th anniversary. I mean, I've had the 16th, 17th, and 18th right in a row. I love these beers, man. Keep doing it, man. Peace, pros, deuce, and as always, man, you guys can see me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter the most. I might post up on Pinterest. I might post up on Reddit from time to time. But here's to, man. Peace, pros, deuce. As always, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, and enjoy great, amazing craft beers, man. Peace.